Yo, what's up, man?
What's up? What's going on?
Yo, what's up, man? Listen, I keep telling y'all, man, I got the dopest channel on YouTube. You understand? Y'all know who that is. That's Alli. We back. We finna do part 2. But first, we're gonna rap a little bit and talk to Alli, get to know her, see what she's about, and get a chance to meet you. Alli, I appreciate you coming back through, man.
No problem, Sean.
Appreciate you. Now, Alli, your video did real well, the first one.
Thank you.
They did real good. They on it. Could you talk? You from Jamaica?
Well, I was born here, but my family is from Jamaica.
You was born in New York.
Yeah.
Born in Harlem.
Yeah.
Okay.
My family's from Jamaica. Mother is Chinese. Dad is black.
Okay. So your mother's Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
So how was that, man? Like, you know, in today's society, 2020, being biracial is it's not really a big thing, but I guess going back 20, 30 years, being biracial, especially Asian and black, Chinese and black, that had to be a little something different.
Everybody thought my mother was my babysitter.
They thought your mother was your babysitter?
Everybody thought my mother was my babysitter.
Uh-huh.
We'd go to the supermarket. Are you two together?
Now your mother, she's like really Chinese?
Full Chinese.
Okay. Shout out to China. What part of China? What part of China? Where she
No. She's West Indian, but she's Chinese from West Indies.
Yo, shout out to China, man. Shout out to all the Chinese in the West Indies.
Exactly.
So you would go to the supermarket, people would think that she was babysitting you.
Exactly.
All right, because
So
you got this kinky hair, this dark skin.
Yep.
Right.
So I always got that. Is she your babysitter? I even had times where we would travel out of state. We traveled to Jamaica. I'll come back real dark. And we would get stopped by immigration and they would question us.
Really?
They would think that she was trying to bring a child into America. Yeah.
Now, what was like with the kids, with the teasers? Did you get teased as a kid, like coming up through the ranks?
I did. A lot of people was like, why you don't look like your mom? Or then at times I was like, well, why don't I look like my mom? And then some of my cousins, they had more Asian features than I did, and then some of them had different hair than I did. But
what about your black cousins? Your black cousins use?
My black cousins too. They'll make fun of me and tell me I'm not black enough.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So as time went on, I embraced it. I liked that I was different. I liked that I had mixed parents.
Check her out, y'all.
I like that when people would see my mom, they would say, "This is your mom?" I always got that. So
listen, I try to tell y'all, man, especially the younger dudes, and the younger females who struggle with identity issues, and you trying to fit in, and rather than celebrating your differences, you try to
embrace it.
You hate your differences instead of embracing your differences, man. Your differences makes you who you are, man, and they only make one you. Alli, now you doing this fitness thing. You money. Your body is money. What got you into? You welcome. What got you into like getting on the fitness tip?
So I was always into fitness. I used to do a little spin class, but I was a class girl.
Spin bike money, y'all.
I used to do spin class, and I used to take classes and stuff. But then after I had my son, I said I gotta do something with this weight. I mean, I like the weight that I gained now, but I need to chop it up and fix it up right. So my partner was like, I'll show you some moves in the gym. Or we'll go outside, he'll show me some moves outside, and I started getting addicted, you know what I mean? I would feel a burn, and I'm like, oh yeah, that felt good. But then 2 days later, when that burn gone, I'm back trying to get that burn again.
Yeah.
Then I was on the hunt for the burn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then sometimes with legs, you do a leg workout. Legs feel crazy. Then the next day, your legs don't feel like you did anything. But then that second day, the sore is really there. And so I was just seeking to get that progress, that burn, like the soreness. I started like craving it, and the results was happening for me fast.
Yeah.
So consistency is key. Consistency, man.
Now, you're married, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, she's married. She has a son. Y'all saw her son, Aiden. Now, you're juggling. You do the fitness model thing. You're a model. You do the model thing. You got your son. He homeschooling. You have a husband. You got a life. You got a family. You working out. Talk to the ladies. Or talk to the people about how you juggle all that, man, and Keep it tight, man. Keep the body right, man.
So typically, I tend to wake up about 6:30 in the morning.
Every morning?
6:30 in the morning. So my son is still sleeping. So 6:30 in the morning, I'll wake up, I'll do some stretches, I'll start making my breakfast, get myself some oatmeal, or I might do me some egg whites and some turkey bacon, no bread. I'll eat real quick, and then I will brainstorm what I want to. I never know what I want to do. I don't wake up and say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I just brainstorm. Like, I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'll be like, today's gonna be an arm day. And that's how I'll start it. So then I'll say to myself, all right, today's gonna be an arm day. Today's gonna be a total arm day. So let me look around. Let me think of what I could do. So by the time 7 o'clock comes, I start working out. I work out for about 45 minutes.
Aiden's still asleep.
Aiden's still sleeping. And then I'll go through my cool down phase. You know what I mean? Take a shower, hydrate myself, and then we'll start the school day. So that's how I managed to get it in. Ladies, do not say, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. Because what happens is, then later your kids are up, you got to cook them food, you got to do this, you got to do that, and then later it becomes tomorrow.
Life starts happening. It's best to go ahead and get that shit out the way in the morning.
In the morning. Man. The morning is the best.
Get it out the way.
The best. You know, the body is rested. You know, get something in your stomach and just start working.
Now, Alli, you training in the morning on an empty stomach, straight up empty stomach?
No. I'll eat a little bit. There's times that I've done that.
Okay.
But if I'm really trying to like work hard and this ain't no bullshit little workout, I'm gonna start feeling a little sick. So it's good to put something into your body. You know what I mean? It don't have to be like a full-fledged meal, but if you get yourself some egg whites, or if you get yourself a small cup of oatmeal, something just to start, and then jump right into your workout. You know, it's hard. I'm gonna let you know this. It's very hard to get that burn in your house. So you have to work even harder because you're in your house.
Check it out, y'all.
You understand me?
Check it out.
So it's a strategy on how you have to do it in your house, and it's a strategy on how you have to do it out here. You know?
Yo, Alli, check it out. Now we in New York, man. This whole paradigm shift, which has encapsulated the world with this coronavirus and, wearing masks and all this thing. Now, how what's your take on that, and how has that impacted how you get down in your life, man?
Well, it has definitely impacted my life, I must say, because I have learned to appreciate the gym a lot more. You know, so I don't have certain things at home that I would be able to do in the gym. So now I have to make up certain things to implement, to substitute for what I got to do. I'm going to tell you this, though. I do believe that the coronavirus, this whole pandemic with the whole quarantine, it did let me to be able to enjoy time, appreciate time a little bit more. I always say I never had time, and now I have an abundance of time, I'm still busy, but I have an abundance of time to focus on myself, to focus on my body. That's your goal. Like, what's your goal in life? You understand? Now is the time to focus on your goal. What can you do to get to that goal? You understand me? So this is the time now. It's the time to really focus on those things.
Well, really, it probably should have been March and April when it was really shut down, because we finna open back up now. And really, that was the time to take advantage of the whole world being stopped. Would let me get on my plan. And I have been telling y'all that already in all my videos. Now, Alli, you're gonna still ride the train. You're gonna still eat in restaurants. What's up with that shit?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think it's safe to eat in restaurants, just because a lot of the meat plants have been affected. A lot of vegetable shortages. I mean, the other day I bought eggs, and regular eggs. How every single egg had 2 yolks? Every single egg was a twin. They are putting something in that chicken feed that every single egg was a twin. Something's not right. Something's definitely not right. You know what I mean? And that right there was like, you see, this is exactly why you need to eat egg whites, because there's something going on with these chickens that they feed them. So with respect to eating restaurants, I think that you should eat your home cooked food. I mean, you know how it's prepared. If a piece of sweat drops in that pot, that's your sweat.
It's cool. It's cool.
That's that. You know what I mean? That pot might taste a little sweeter because your sweat is in that pot. You put the sweat in that pot. So
somebody else sweat dropping that motherfucker might be something different.
there you go. So right now, I mean, what you've been doing, you haven't been eating out. I think what you've been doing now during quarantine, you should continue to do once things open up. Same thing with in-house workouts. If you've been doing in-house workouts in the morning and the gym is now open and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to working out during my lunch break. Still, get up at 6:30, do something in the house. It's more effective. You know, a double workout is better than just one workout, in my opinion.
Yo, Alli, check it out. Now, talk to the ladies about the midsection, getting that, because a lot of people, and even dudes, you know, the midsection, the abdominal area, the core is the toughest part. We get the results everywhere else quicker, but it's hard to get it there. But your shit money, talk to the ladies about how to get their ab work money, man, to get that shit flat, man.
I'm gonna tell you right now, in terms of eating, when it comes to abs, I feel as though your diet is about 70%. The ab workout is another 30, but the diet is about 70%. Ladies, if you can, please cut out bread. If you want these beach body abs, cut out bread. I'm not saying give it up for the rest of your life, but just say to yourself, I'm cutting out bread right now. I'm cutting out rice right now. I'm cutting out pasta right now. All those carbs, you know, all those starchy things, I'm gonna tell you, when that goes into your body, it turns into sugar. You don't need excess sugar in your body if you're trying to burn off a stomach. So the key to abs is your diet, you know, and then the workout is about the 30% right there. So it's really your diet.
Yo, Alli, check it out. Now you very physically attractive. You're a very, very beautiful woman.
Thank you.
Nigga got that motherfucking fed look, man. So, but listen, you're a very beautiful woman. You're very attractive. Dudes probably be shooting at you all day. You understand? How do you deal with that? Is that a fact? Does that really happen? And if so, how do you deal with that?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of times people say hello to me. I say hello back. Some people ask me, why do you even stop and say hello? I said, because you never, I mean, it was a nice gesture. A person says hello to you, you say hello back. You understand me? But if you want to keep the conversation going or whatever, and I have somewhere to go, I'm not trying to be rude. I got somewhere to go. I got things to do. I'm gonna stop and say hello though. If you ask me, if you say hello, I'll say hello back. Because you never know who's who. You understand me?
You never know who you running into.
Exactly.
And who they know that can help you get to where you want to go.
But I'm gonna tell you this though. There's times where a person might tell me hello. I'll say hello back. They want the conversation to go on longer. I gotta go, and then they start talking and saying nasty and mean things.
Like you dissed them or something.
I don't say anything to them. I just pray for them that they get some type of common sense in their head to see that that wasn't the most intellectual thing to do, and you look even more stupid now because at first you was trying to talk to me and now you're trying to blame me. Makes no sense. They just look dumb.
Alli, do you find that your beauty intimidates a lot of niggas, man, a lot of dudes, man?
I feel as though a lot of dudes don't want to work out with me because of it.
They don't want to work out with you?
No. No.
But I'm saying like stepping to you, you know, not knowing that you married and they trying to kick it to you. Do you find like niggas be a little intimidated by you, by your beauty?
I mean, they could be. They've never came up to me and said, whoa, you know, I'm just a little shocked because of your beauty, but they possibly could be, you know, intimidated. But I'm going to tell you this. The short, ugly dudes have a lot of courage. They don't be scared.
Shout out to the short, ugly dudes, man. Shout out. They step to you.
They brave. They brave. They bold. They got courage.
Yeah.
You know?
Yo, Alli, check it out now. Let's flip the script a little bit, man. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about, we were talking offline, me, you, and your husband, about an issue. We're not going to get into exactly what it was, but like trying issues. Like everybody is struggling with something in some area. Everybody is facing some type of adversity in some area of their life. How do you give them a little something to get through that? How do you deal with that when shit ain't working out right and you try some shit and it fail and you know you go through all them feelings like damn man, how you bounce back from that?
I'm gonna tell you this. The time you take to process it in your head over and over and over again and say to yourself, I should have did this, I should have did that, I should have did that, that's just wasted thoughts because there's nothing that you can do. Sometimes things are beyond your control and you just have to leave it in God's hands. You understand me? You can only control what's within your control. You can't control what's outside your control. Why stress about it? You understand me? It makes no sense to stress about it because all it's going to do is damage you internally and the problem still remains. So the best thing to do is if you are stressed out or if you feel something, just take a deep breath. You know what I mean? Find something that makes you feel calm. Maybe you might want to go ride your bike, go work out. You need to clear your mind from that because there's nothing that you can do. You can only do what's within your control.
That's why working out is good too. You got to get rid of that, you relieve the tension and the stress. What about living in the past, Alli? Mistakes you made 6 months ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, and like you was talking about, excuse me, just constantly reliving shit. Is that something positive?
They're not mistakes, they're lessons. They're not mistakes. You had to do that to learn what to do for the future. So it's not a mistake. It had to happen that way. You understand me? So a lot of times people beat themselves up like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. Damn, I shouldn't have did that. But a lot of times because they did it that way, now they know how to do it better. So don't ever look at what you might call a mistake as a mistake. Look at it as a lesson and say to yourself, okay, that didn't work. What can I do next time I have that same situation? What can I do next time to have a different outcome, a more positive outcome? Or let's say, for instance, you had a situation where you didn't do anything. You understand me? Let's say something happened and you didn't do anything and you're like, damn, I should have did something. Damn, I made a mistake. No, you ain't make a mistake because guess what? That opportunity might present itself. Just wait for your opportunity. You understand me? And when that opportunity approaches itself, you're gonna know how to attack it the correct way now.
Alli, we're gonna cut this off, man. But let's deal with the young girls, man. The girls that's in 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. They're trying to fit in. They look at you and your Instagram as some beauty that they want to get, or they look at some entertainers and they're running from themselves and not embracing their own beauty, trying to be like this one or trying to be like that one and doing things outside of their character to get acceptance. Could you give the young ladies, the young girls something, man, about how to stay steadfast and stand on their square and be who they are?
I'm gonna tell you something, girls. Especially if you're in junior high school or high school. I personally think that if you play a sport, keep rocking with that sport. If you run track or whatever have you, I know right now you can't have your track meets or whatever, but just keep training and keep doing what you have to do or whatever, because that will be your platform and that's what's going to separate you from the rest. You understand me? Also too, if you want to go to college or whatever, if you play a sport, you have more to offer to school rather than just some good grades. Because I mean, let's face it, everybody can have good grades, but what more can you offer? What can you offer that school? And that would be your sport, your ability to play whatever sport it is. I'm gonna tell you this. I wasn't always fit. I was a very slim girl. And
skinny, Alli?
Very skinny. I was very skinny. I was a very, very slim girl. And here you go with all these Instagram girls with these big boobs and this big butt, and you know what I mean?
Talk to them, Alli.
That's what everybody supposedly looks like now. They're all big up here, squeezed down in the middle, and then big at the bottom. And I can't keep up with that. You know what I mean? So I tried to find what would be my lane, like what would make me stand out, what would give me a platform. And I found that working out is my platform. Because I'm gonna tell you this, if you put me in a room with a whole bunch of girls who got these big butts and these big titties and all that shit, if you put me in a room with them and I got my abs and my quads and my biceps looking good, I stand out just like them.
Tell them, Alli.
Actually, I stand out more than them because they all look the same and I look different than they do. You understand me? And mine happened naturally. I didn't get surgery.
You didn't have no surgeries?
I didn't have no surgery.
But now the first video we did, they was in the comment section saying that you had a surgery You ain't had no surgery?
No, what surgery?
All that. Also, how you? This is all natural.
So.
This is all natural.
Okay. Well, my boobs, yes. I breastfed, so my boobs, yes. I did buy them, but everything else on me is natural. I'm gonna tell you this: no matter what
Got
you
the
do,
dopest channel on YouTube. Tell him, talk to him, Al.
no matter what you do, you cannot grow boobs. Okay? So that's what happened to me. But other than that, everything else is natural.
Okay. Now, Alli, last question. What about the young girls that's dealing with like self-hatred, not really liking themselves, you know, not liking how they look, and just not embracing who they are? Could you kind of give them a little something on that for us, please?
And I feel like you know, that's why a lot of these girls go and get surgery, grown women, because they don't like the way they look. They have a lot of self-hate. So don't look at what you see and think, oh yeah, they're happy. No, because inside of them, they did that because they did not like the way they looked. Okay? That's why they went and altered the way they looked so they could feel better for themselves. Okay? You do not need to do that. You do not need to alter the way you look for you to feel better. You need to find what positive forces, what positive things make you feel happy and thrive off of that. You understand me? So if you have, supposedly, as young girls, this is common, their friends don't like them. They're not your friends. You understand me? Oh, I need to do this so my friends could like me. No, they're not your friends. You understand me? You need to cut them off, keep being yourself, and don't worry. Positive attracts positive. If you show off positive energy, positive is gonna come your way. So you'll make friends. That's not the issue. But you should learn to love yourself, and don't try to change anything about yourself with surgery and all these things, because you're hiding what you really feel. You need to find that within yourself. Meditation is very important. I mean, a lot of people who work out, they do a type of meditation, yoga, and that's a form of being within yourself. When you're one within yourself, then you can, you know, work with others. If you're not happy with yourself, you can't be happy with the world.
All right, now check this out. Now, why did you get the surgery? Were your breasts, were they small or what?
No, I breastfed.
So you always had breasts?
I had nice, decent sized boobs. I breastfed my children. I breastfed my son.
And what happened?
I breastfed him for a year, and then what ended up happening was he had a favorite boob. So I had more skin on one side than the other side, and then after I stopped breastfeeding, I started working out. So I lost all the fatty tissue in my breasts. So I had no breasts. So that's why I went and I fixed that, because it was damaged from breastfeeding.
All right. Yo, man, I got the dopest channel on YouTube. This is Alli right here. We getting ready to get into. She gonna do a routine for us, some workout routine for us. We're finna get in and do some workout routines. I want to thank y'all for coming. Y'all see the shirt? That's the dopest shirt on the planet right there. Alli, I want to thank you for giving me this interview.
No problem.
All right, and y'all, we gonna see y'all in a minute. Gunby Publishing. Peace out.